The Sonic fandom has been one of the largest fandoms on the internet for a very long time now. Starting somewhere in the mid-90s, so many fan games, movies, art and memories made within these circles. And then you can easily see how someone would take advantage of this naive, freshly made community. I am a Sonic veteran, and I have spent the last year researching and grouping together evidence for a computer virus that I remember making its rounds on the internet back in the day, but now seems to be completely obscure and forgotten, mainly thanks to the majority of the information being wiped off of the internet. Amy's love virus. If you were there, I just know that a shiver went down your spine right now. But for those of you who have no clue what this is, Amy's love virus was presumably a rat, a remote access Trojan virus that was spread inside the Sonic community from early 1999 until somewhere in the late 2000s. The way the virus spread was through infected Sonic-related video games, videos, and image files. In the game's case, it was a separate .exe file that dressed as the game's launch.exe, while in the videos and images cases, it was baked inside the metadata itself, so when you clicked it, it would immediately start infecting your computer. These infected games, videos, and images then got uploaded onto forums, torrent trackers, and file-to-peer file-sharing services, where unassuming users would download the virus. Accounts of what exactly this virus does when launched is very limited, mainly because those who got infected never got to tell the tale. Almost all of them died or disappeared mysteriously after downloading the virus. But here is what we know from the few who said to survive it. The computer would first blue screen upon opening the infected file and then shut down while corrupting the hard disk, to the point it started smoking physically. After that, when the computer owner tries to turn the computer back on, it would load the BIOS screen, but we are then suddenly met with a title screen saying, Amy's love. Then a 3D polygon-looking head of Amy Rose from Sonic would appear on the screen with a pink-colored Super Mario 64-like background. Most accounts here also noted that said head looked like a Sonic Adventure version of Amy's design. From there, a very deep buzzing sound would start to blast from the speakers, which the victims would describe as calming and soothing. The Amy head would also start speaking directly to the user at this point, with what was said to be a really good Adventure Amy impression. And although we don't have the exact accounts of what she says, the victims remembered something along the lines of, "Ha ha ha. Now you have all the attention on me, but anyways, since Sonic is always busy, I am bored. And you know what a gal like me does when they get bored. They kidnap and digitize people into their realm to make a cult of personality, of course. Now I am giving you a choice. If you choose yes, you are joining me into the digital afterlife as a happy and cute worshipper. But if you choose no, I unlock your computer and leave you alone. But you are gonna suffer until you die. Choose wisely." Then a blank window with the options of yes and no pops up. So, those who presumably chose yes were never seen again, meaning somehow this computer virus actually pulled them through the monitor into a digital world, where they can never escape from. And those who chose no, well, all of the virus accounts came from these people. Their computers did become virus-free after choosing no, but they said that since from that day, they would suffer from heavy headaches, bleeding noses, nightmares, noises appearing in their heads telling them negative things constantly, development of various mental illnesses like schizophrenia, and finally, bad luck. My theory is that those who were found dead later after downloading the virus had committed suicide due to how hardcore the side effects of choosing no were. No one knows who made this virus and where it originated from, which makes it even more creepy. Not convinced yet? I am now gonna tell you 3 stories of disappearances and deaths that I think are very much connected to the virus. All of this with photo evidence. Let's get started. Victim number 1. This is the earliest of the 3, taking place in 2000 on a Hungarian summer camp created by a local Counter-Strike 1.6 team called the Vipers. One of the team members happened to be a Sonic fan and decided that this would be the perfect time to download the Sonic Satam series to watch on those lonely nights at the camp. And so when the team and some of the paying patrons arrived at the scene, this team member called Miles Shot started doing just that. He searched a little bit until he found a site called sonicragefilms.hu, where all the Sonic cartoons at the time were said to be downloadable. Without any checking into the site, Miles downloaded the Satam Season 1 zip file, and that would take up the entire day. So he would go out and do day 1 activities with his teammates, friends, and the paying patrons. By around 10 PM, the download would finish. By then, the entire camp would go out on a night hike in the nearby mountains surrounding the camp. But Miles convinced his fellow teammates to stay in the camp so he could watch Sonic, saying that they would go hiking again next ride anyway. And he waited during the entire day for this shit to download. The only other people that stayed with him in the camp was the camp's constant staff, a disabled girl in the neighboring bungalow, and Miles Shot's girlfriend who planned to watch the downloaded season with him. After this, we don't know what happened with Miles Shot and his girlfriend. But after they arrived back from the hike and checked in on his bungalow, they found his girlfriend hanging on the ceiling, with Miles himself being missing. While all the others searched for Miles and tried to give his girlfriend medical attention, one of the team members who eventually wrote this entire account down on a Hungarian Sonic forum site noticed that Miles' computer was still on, with the Sonic zip file still being there. Out of curiosity, he checked the zip file, and after opening his first video, he also got the Amy's Love virus. OP chose no on the select screen and immediately after heard a terrifying noise. OP swears that he saw a shadowy figure in the corner of his eye, so he got outside and quickly took a picture of the figure, although this picture is way too dark and blurry, so barely anything is visible on it. And that's it. No one knows what happened since, and even the camp itself is demolished now. OP never gave any updates either, and the forum where he posted about this incident has now been shut down. Victim number 2. A girl named Jennifer Allison, or known online as Jenny Fox, was known for making early Let's Plays and tutorial videos related to gaming for her own website, jennyfox.com. She was a major Sonic fan and liked to make videos on Sonic-related things. She also started a tradition where every week she would actually livestream herself playing some games, mainly Flash or fan games. She did this by creating a real media streaming station, and she had the links for each stream on her site. You see, streaming back then was in its starting point, and just by the fact she somehow managed to pull this off in the early 2000s was nothing short of incredible. July 20th, 2003, she started the weekly stream and tried to play a game called Sonic and the Golden Rings, which was sent by a viewer. But when she tried to play that, the stream suddenly cut off. A day later, Jenny wrote a post about this on her site stating that she got a strange virus with Amy Rose holding her files hostage. This was clearly the Amy's Love virus. And then, 2 days later, she committed suicide by shooting herself in the head with a 12-gauge shotgun. Immediately after this news broke out, Jenny's website shut down, and now all of her content is lost media. Victim number 3. This one's the most interesting. On May 10, 2005, a video called Amy's Love Virus was uploaded to YouTube, which was just unleashed to the public at the time. The video is said to originate from Brazil, and not surprisingly, this video, with the channel which uploaded nothing but this video called Magic Juno, was deleted off of YouTube somewhere in 2006, leaving it lost media. Well, partially. After 6 months of intensive searching, I managed to find the first few seconds of the video thanks to a broken MySpace link. The rest of the video can't be recovered. Here we see a crying kid trying to record the screen as someone with a heavily modified Windows XP is seen with solitaire on his screen. Some smoking of the hard drive is already visible. During the rest of the video, another kid was revealed to be sitting at the computer, presumably an 8 to 9 year old, who says in Brazilian Portuguese that he just wanted to play Sonic Heroes, while crying his eyes out. The hard drive starts sparking, scaring the kids. Then the entirety of the virus plays out, and by the time the selection screen pops up, the two kids are crying and screaming loudly. We don't know what they have selected because the video ends around there. What happened to these two Brazilian kids is unknown, especially since again, this was the only video this channel ever uploaded before being shut down. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, because there are more chilling tales to be told. Also check out my other social media profiles. The links for those are down in the description. Thanks for listening.